Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called Virtual Ghost Jobs. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe, like, follow, and comment on the show. I'd also like to tell you about a service called HollywoodIsCalling.com. It's a great service that allows you to purchase live phone calls with your favorite celebrities. So check them out. It's something you can purchase for yourself or as a gift for somebody you care about. HollywoodIsCalling.com. Now, let's get started. Everybody knows that recent events have made working remotely or virtually far more popular than ever before. The more employees like it, the more they want it. The more companies allow it, the more they realize how much money they're saving by implementing that strategy. But there's a new phenomenon that's growing out there that is allowing people to secretly make money from home. And not only that, but they're making more money from home than they did just by working at the office with their current employee. The phenomena is called a virtual ghost job, and here's how it works. Let's say you used to work 40 hours a week at your office job, and you made about $60,000 a year. By some estimates, a lot of people at the office don't actually work the entire time they're at the office. Everybody knows people will take breaks, talk to coworkers, leave the office to get something. All these things that most people can do reduce the amount of actual work they're putting in throughout the day. When that same employee is allowed to work from home, several things begin to happen. First of all, they don't waste time chatting with coworkers or taking endless coffee breaks, because while at home, they can do whatever they want, whenever they want. They also don't have to spend hours in traffic each day driving to and from work. That means that between the increased efficiency and the elimination of drive time to and from work, most employees find out that they have between 2 and 4 extra hours a day of free time all to themselves. So what are some of these clever people doing with that new extra time? They're doing several things. First, some of them have found second part-time jobs that they can also perform remotely from their homes. These are virtual ghost jobs that they usually don't tell anybody about because they don't want their current employer to find out about them. That's probably wise, because a lot of employers might feel cheated if they were paying you to work for them at home and then subsequently they were to find out that you were also working for somebody else on their dime. By working a second part-time job from home, some of these people can literally double their income depending on what their occupation is. The next thing that people are doing is they're actively pursuing freelance jobs on many of the freelance or gig job websites. However, they're being really discreet about it, and when they set up their account profiles and their pictures on those sites, they usually don't post their own picture, but rather an avatar of some sort to prevent their current employer from finding out about them online. The next thing that people are doing with their virtual ghost jobs is they are testing the waters to see how much more they can make by working for themselves than they could make by working just for their employers. That is an enormous benefit, because it's extremely hard to quit a full-time job and start a company yourself without a dependable income. But if you keep working your day job and start to secretly work a virtual ghost job, then you can test the waters for a year or two and see how things go. After a while, you will determine whether it makes more sense to put all your time and effort into your new ghost job, or whether you should continue to secretly work both your current job and the ghost job. Now, there's another big advantage to working a ghost job, and that is that the multi-income stream you will receive can help protect you against the unexpected. The job market is very uncertain now, and a lot of people get laid off or lose their jobs, and they may or may not be able to collect unemployment. However, if you have a second ghost job when you lose your first job, then that can provide you with some income while you continue looking for another full-time primary job. There's also another advantage to having a ghost job, and that is that you can put together a virtual team of collaborators and take on larger jobs or projects that you could never do as a single freelancer working all by yourself. If you have some work colleagues or other individuals who might be interested in teaming up with you, then you can form your own ghost company and start bidding on larger freelance jobs or corporate requests for proposals. Large contracts like that might generate 6 or even 7-figure payoffs. Even if you have to split that up with your teammates, that's still a very significant amount of income for each of you. The one thing you may want to be careful of is to not start poaching your current employer's clients, because that can get very complicated. Here's how it can play out. Let's say you have a relationship with one of your company clients and you decide to approach them about the possibility of them becoming your client instead of your company's client. What happens next can go one of several ways. They can politely say no and forget you ever asked them, or they can agree to go into business with you, or in a worst case scenario, they can decide to tell your boss that you solicited their business, in which case you'll be fired before the end of the day in most cases. Now, if the client agrees to giving you their business, then that can be a real windfall. I know people who've created multi-million-dollar businesses by taking one of their current employer's clients and working for them. The truth of the matter is that many Fortune 500 companies were started when their founders worked for another company back in the day and then decided to poach one or two of their customers to start their own company. It's amazing how common of a phenomena that is. In fact, I would say that if you want to dramatically increase the odds of your new startup succeeding, then grab one of your current employer's customers and use them to start your company. It's probably one of the single most advantageous things you can do. I predict that within 12 months, we will see a new group of corporate recruiters who specialize in very discreetly finding people a second or third part-time virtual ghost job. I would even go so far as to say that companies that are having trouble filling certain positions will begin to advertise the fact that their employees will be allowed to work a second ghost job, provided they don't do it on company time. Wink, wink. It's very rare that a major change like this makes it possible for both corporations and employees to benefit on such a significant level. One thing that a lot of people don't realize is that it's not just employees who can work from home now. A lot of management is now able to do so as well. What's interesting about this is that this new remote working from home phenomena allows managers to remotely supervise more people with this technology as well. It's not just an employee phenomenon, it's managers now doing so. You can literally extract more value from your managers by allowing them to remotely oversee, manage, and problem solve company issues at multiple locations in different countries even. So with that, I want to thank you for watching, and we will talk to you soon.